Hey guys, bringing you another video. This time, as you can see in the title, I am generic. That hurts my soul. Um, this is what I was alluding to in my other video, and I didn't want to make that one like 40 minutes. But yeah, so I'm not even gonna like give like a background. I'm just gonna go straight into it. All right, so the reason why I have, like I said, I have 4 albums and 1 single. The reason why you only see 2 albums in my topic channel is because the other the other albums were considered generic by YouTube. They actually considered my music generic. I don't know how you classify something as generic, but when 1RPM released my music, YouTube denied access to YouTube Music at the time, which has recently changed, for all of my music to be uploaded. All right, so here's their music YouTube channel. You can use this on your phone. You can use this on your web browser, whatever. There are like 1 album and another album, and then 1 song from one of the albums, which is Elegant Wild. So like what YouTube said was, because of the fact that my music sounded generic to them, they didn't receive it on purpose. They actually denied it. So they denied an entire album minus a few songs, and they were like, it's considered generic sounding, so we're not going to accept it. Now they are accepting it, so it has been resubmitted to them. But the difference is, even though now they're accepting it, I'm not going to receive any royalties off of that music because of the fact that it sounds generic, in quotes. I wish I had a camera so you could see me doing the quotes in the air sign. That hurts. That really, really hurts, because, like, that's money that I'm losing out on, for value. It sucks. And the fact that they didn't clarify that beforehand to 1RPM, because 1RPM was confused. They were like, we sent it to them, they accepted it, but it's not listed. And your digital distributor has access over your topic. That's why you have to go to them when anything happens with your topic channel, like someone else's video being posted in my topic channel, because they have access to it. They can remove it. So even though only 2 albums have been uploaded, some of my other album, Flying Dragon Sword, some of the songs have been uploaded because YouTube saw them as unique tracks because they're instrumentals. And this is a big issue with instrumental, I'd say, composers or producers, musicians. If you're an artist that makes instrumentals, this is one of the things that makes things very difficult. And this is why I always say in all of my videos, depending on your genre, depends on the type of exposure or success, or you being able to find your audience. It really depends. Like I've stated multiple times, even though I make new age music, sometimes my music can be seen as lo-fi hip-hop or hip-hop instrumental because of the drums that I use, or because of certain horns that I use, or just certain sounds in general. But generally, like, most of my music would be played in like a massage parlor, or like elevator music or something like that, or like background music in most video games, because I do make music for video games also. But that's just where it normally gets placed in the background. It's kind of like background music or chill music or relaxing music, meditation music, stuff like that. The fact that they considered it generic hurts. So if you're a person who does instrumentals, or you do, let's say you make beats, even if it doesn't stand out enough to YouTube, you cannot receive royalties off of it, and it might not have been uploaded. Like, so if you're wondering why you don't receive royalties, or if your channel's big enough and you're not getting monetization off the music that you've uploaded, but you're getting monetization off the views, you might need to go back and sort of reanalyze how much money you were going to get or how much money you were receiving overall from your videos if you only uploaded music. 'Cause there are a lot of channels that just upload music only, and they also have a distributor, or they just upload music just period. So like most of the lo-fi music is considered generic, which I found out from 1RPM. Like if you make lo-fi music, because nothing really stands out, it's kind of just mellow and peaceful. There's nothing really that stands out. There's no vocals, which is why I'm thinking about doing vocals in my music again. And it's kind of just trance like, where it's just on repeat. YouTube considers that just generic music, and it doesn't register that you are the creator, because they don't want to say that it's your music, because if someone makes something else that sounds similar to their, let's say, their software, they can't track it, or if someone puts out something else that maybe has the same drums or similar drums, they don't want there to be a clash, so they just list it as generic, and you can't monetize either one. That sucks. That really sucks. And it's like, it's been driving me up a wall since like Friday or Saturday. I forgot when I did that email with 1RPM. It's been driving me up a wall. I've been literally going crazy because I'm like, I'm sure you can understand. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, be careful with your instrumental music. Be very careful, because you don't know. And the thing that gets me is you don't know exactly what is considered generic by YouTube and what isn't. But at the same time, your distributor may not tell you that it's generic. They might not give you that warning. Like, I had 1RPM upload my music like 5 times to YouTube Music, and there was no response until this past weekend, when they told me that YouTube had changed their policy on generic music. So it's like, what the heck? I'm not going to get royalties off of the music that I uploaded, because I uploaded it myself, since it didn't show up on my topic channel. Since it didn't show up here, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just upload it myself, but I can't receive monetization or royalties off of that music. It's just there for free. It's there. It has my label on it. 1RPM can make claims on it, and they can also shut down people for stealing it. But at the same time, it's just there for free. So every time someone listens to music on my YouTube channel, opposed to my Spotify, or if, Pandora or something, I'm not getting paid for that, which sucks. So yeah, I'm done ranting, but that's something to just keep in mind. If you are generic, make sure you're keeping tabs on, where your royalties are coming in from your distributor. They may not even tell you. Like, I wasn't told about the generic tag, and make sure your stuff is taken care of. Just always double check, double back, and make sure stuff's there. I always tell people, when you have something distributed out, make sure that you follow up. Go to those outlets and look up your stuff. Go to YouTube, type it in, type in the name of your album, go on Amazon, go on Spotify, go on Pandora, go on Last FM, iHeartRadio, etc. Whatever your partners are for your distributor, go to every one of those partners and see if you can find your music and make sure it's there. Because if it's not there, you're not getting paid for it. And that's bottom line. That's it. Especially with YouTube, because they're changing their policies every year, and so you never know what's going to be accepted, what's not going to be accepted, what may be removed, what may be kept. You don't know. So, make sure your stuff is there and stay in contact with your distributor. Don't just have them release your music and then never go to them, because you're using them for their services. You're paying for them. Literally, you're paying for them in one way or another, for them to take care of your music and to make sure that it's out there where it's supposed to be. So if you're paying them for a service, or you're going to them for services, stay in contact with them. You know, ask them questions. You know, you don't have to be rude about it, but, you know, because I know some people, you know, they may be a little outraged, or they may be a little, you know, energetic, or they might be very passionate. But make sure you try to keep it professional. You try to keep it civil. You try to keep it polite. Just ask, you know, like, hey, you know, I see that my music was sent to one of your partners, but on your site it still says that it's pending. You know, ask them what's going on with that. Like when I talked about how to get on Pandora in one of my first videos, it was because Pandora needed me to clarify that I was the artist in charge of their music. I needed to make an artist page for Pandora before they would put my music into curation and into playlists. So, you know, 1RPM had no clue. They were like, we sent it to them, they accepted it, it's there. We did our job, you know. So you always have to follow up with wherever your music is going and make sure it's actually there. All right, I'm gonna calm down now, but it's good to just get that off my chest. I've been exploding about that to my friends and to my colleagues all weekend. Like my music is generic. This is why it's like I love my genre because the music is awesome, but at the same time, my genre gets no respect. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Just, oh man, like, just be careful out there if you make instrumentals, man. Just be careful. Peace.